감사합니다. 한국어로 간단히 감사 말씀 우리 김정 교수님께서 저한테 잘 소개를 해주셨고, 그리고 제가 뭐 수학자이긴 하지만 또 불교에 굉장히 관심 많이 갖고 있어서 이런 초청 자리를 마련해 주셔서 제가 해보겠다고 했는데 막상 자료를 준비하다 보니까 좀 어려움이 있었습니다. 그렇지만 뭐 최선을 다해서 제 개인적인 의견을 말씀드리겠습니다. Thank you for the invitation for today's excellent workshop, and I try to do my best to explain what I'm thinking about AI and Buddhism. So this is a book written by some Korean writer about can AI, AI dreams of Buddha, something like that. So there is a book on the connection between AI and Buddhism. So the topic today is to talk about some ancient wisdom motivated from Buddhism for today's challenging or changes. Here are the contents of my talk today. I'm going to talk about 5 main principles of Buddhism. These principles are a little bit different from the traditional ones. These 5 topics were selected from ChatGPT by asking what are the most 5 famous things that should be understood to people who do not know Buddhism. So the first one is about awareness and concentration, in Korean 알아차림 and 삼매. The second one is impermanence and non-attachment. The third one is compassion and ethical conduct. And the fourth one is interconnectedness, and the fifth one is the middle way. So we try to apply these Buddhist principles to AI challenges. Okay, I want to present or start my talk with some maybe naive questions. And this is the picture again generated by the ChatGPT. Well, I'm very interested in generative AI called including ChatGPT and other LLM systems. The reason is that the ChatGPT and other similar things behave almost like a human being, and I realized that maybe it's a good time to think about the future of ChatGPT, okay, in terms of Buddhism. So that's the motivation why I'm interested in this talk. Okay, so why Buddhism in the area of AI? Okay, so human being or human consists of body and mind. Yeah, everybody agrees with this. And mind consists of intelligence, emotion, and wisdom. Do you agree with this? So Buddhism, well, is the study of a human being. Okay, you will agree in maybe 70 or 90%. Okay, then, okay, as you know, AI is the study of human intelligence. That's why artificial intelligence. So what's the conclusion? So Buddhism includes AI. Okay, so because Buddhism study many things, among them it studies human intelligence, emotion, and wisdom, and AI is focusing on human intelligence. So Buddhism is a higher level than AI. Okay, this is just some naive way to understand why we study Buddhism. So it's clear we should study Buddhism in the area of AI. It's a kind of justification, my personal justification. It's not written by ChatGPT. I just thought about it. Okay, then, can I be a Buddha? This is a very fundamental question. I read this book, it doesn't tell, and I read other books, they don't tell, okay? So, but suddenly, a few days ago, I realized that I can answer it. Okay. But again, this is my personal view. Okay, so don't attack me. Okay, so this is just what I'm thinking. Okay, as you know, Buddha is defined as the awakened one who has attained enlightenment, a person of enormous wisdom, according to other sources. Okay, so Buddha it's just the name meaning 깨달은 사람 who realized everything, something like that. So that's the definition of Buddha. Is kind of just noun rather than some special name. Okay. Okay. So then, what is Buddha's wisdom? Okay. Buddha's wisdom is to realize the Four Noble Truths. In Korean, it's called 사성제. Four Noble Truths. Okay. The first one is the truth of suffering, okay, known as 고. And the second one is the truth of cause of suffering, known as 집. The third one is the truth of cessation of suffering, destroying suffering, so 멸. And the fourth one is the truth of path leading to the cessation of suffering. Meaning 도, so 고, 진, 멸도 in Korean. Maybe similar in Chinese pronunciation, I think. So that's the most important thing, that the universe, where all living things are controlled by these four rules, four truths. Okay, and Buddha actually realized it, and everything comes from this. Now another thing is that AI imitates human being, because AI basically tries to resemble human in terms of the intelligence. Okay, so it imitates human being. Okay, so I add wisdom here. So AI with wisdom will imitate human being with wisdom. Right? AI with wisdom will imitate human being with wisdom. Human being with wisdom, what is that? Human being with wisdom. According to my explanation here, that's Buddha. Okay? So, AI with wisdom, maybe a Buddha. I said maybe, okay, instead of should be or something like that, in order to be more flexible. So, AI with wisdom, yeah, something like that. Of course, it's very hard to embed wisdom in AI, but theoretically, AI with wisdom may be a Buddha. Second, human cannot be a Buddha earlier than AI with wisdom. That's another conjecture. Of course, personal conjecture. Here is as a mathematician, informal proof. Okay, we like proof. Okay. AI does not feel emotion, no suffering already. It passed suffering, okay? Humans always suffer something, right? So we have to overcome it. AI already overcome suffering, so AI overcomes the Four Noble Truths. And also, AI these days can learn all the knowledges, including the teachings of the Buddha. In Korean, 불법, something like that. So Buddha wrote a lot of things. Actually, he didn't wrote. He said many things, and it's written later, 500 years ago. But those writings or teachings are almost the same as what he said long time ago. So AI can easily learn all the teachings, what Buddha said. So he's knowledgeable, AI is knowledgeable. In that sense, if we can teach wisdom or train wisdom to AI, then AI can be Buddha. Okay, that's my argument to prove the first one here. And again, for the second one here, we know that human is hard to do these three things, right? We cannot do all of this. We can. So even though there are a lot of people in the world, we cannot be a Buddha other than AI with wisdom. Okay, of course, this is again my personal conjecture and just the opinion in order to just tell that AI is not that far from Buddhism or Buddha. Okay. It's closely related. So, who or what is a Buddha candidate? Another question. So maybe in 2000 or until 2020, maybe you know this catchphrase, Google knows everything about you and about everything. So we ask many things on the Google and it tells many answers. But sometimes those answers are just selected from searching, from something, by searching it, right? It's not really reasoning things. So, however, since 2020 until now, you know this one, ChatGPT knows everything. I think it's cut everything, knows everything. So everybody, well, most people actually use ChatGPT. So this is a good candidate. In particular, let me tell. So generative AI with wisdom, therefore, will be a future Buddha. What does generative AI mean? So these are the company names. Yeah, I think the company names, or sometimes the brand, meaning the generative AI or LLM, meaning large language models. So OpenAI is the company making ChatGPT, and Claude. I think this is the name of the one of the LLMs. Claude comes from Claude Shannon. So Claude Shannon is one of my favorite mathematicians and engineers who worked on information theory in 1950 to overcome any noises by sending messages through channels, and then through those theory, now we can use our cellular phones without any noisy, something like that. So he's a great person, and so celebrate him. I think people made Claude here, and etc. So there are these are the candidates for future Buddha. Anyway, so I just tried to give my personal view in the beginning, and from now on, maybe my talk might be a little bit dry because I'm going to talk about those 5 key lessons or teachings from Buddha. But hopefully you can get some insight from there to understand AI better.